This is a Raoul Podcast Network show. New voices in your head. It's Radio Free Radio.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Ruckus mixtape. This is the first time I've put together a show that's really just music. It's no interviews, it's nothing like that. It's just me talking a little bit, I'll keep it to a minimum, and a whole bunch of songs, because I've been getting a whole lot of promo material, a whole lot of really cool stuff, and I wanted to spread some of that around. I mean, it's the end of the year, and I thought it'd be a good time to create a mixtape for you all, which kind of takes me back a little bit, to my high school days. I mean, when I was in high school in the late 80s, there was no internet, right? There were no MP3s, there was barely CDs. But my friends and I, we all managed to spend a lot of time with our dual cassette decks, creating tapes for each other of all of our favorite music. And so this is kind of what I'm thinking when I'm putting this together for you this month. And anybody who's seen or read the book High Fidelity, I mean, it was a great movie too. There are some very specific rules when you're creating a mixtape. You have to start off with a kicker. Something that's kind of familiar, something that's going to get your listener into and go, oh yeah, I know that song, I kind of like that, okay, cool. And then, you start playing off songs they might know, songs from artists they know, but they don't know those songs. Maybe you'll throw in some stuff that's completely out there that they've never heard before. So that's kind of my goal for this show, is to give you some stuff that you'll probably like, stuff that you probably already know, your comfort zone. I don't want to stretch it out too much, but then boom, you're going to get hit with something you've never heard before. So to start it off, we're going to go with a great band out of Montreal. This is Stars from their 2007 album. The album was called In Our Bedroom After the War. And this is a song that was all over the radio for a while, and I still hear it on radio all the time. This is called Take Me to the Riot, starting off our mixtape.
Gray skies and light fading, headlamps making patterns on the wall. Uptown is dead now, but out here no one seems to care at all. Sick girls and sick boys, and each one lining up to take it home. They hold tight their coin and they pray no one has to see them fall. I'm there, yeah, I serve them, the one with the empty looking eyes. Come closer, you'll see me, the face that is used to telling lies. Saturday nights in neon lights, Sunday in the south. Pills enough to make me feel ill, cash enough to make me wild. Take me to the riot. 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 Take me. You sprung me, I'm grateful. I love when you tell me not to speak. I owe you, but I know you. You'll have me back, but it's gonna take a week. What now, kid? Which way, love? Will we ever make up and be friends? Good news is my shoes is lined with all my nickels and my tens. Let's do them wish you did. Well, don't even talk to me. I'll just pretend I'm deaf. Don't even talk to me. 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 Have you been away far from home, baby? Well, then don't even talk to me. Have you read any good books lately? Well, then don't even talk to me. And you say that it's all good, and they said that all you need is love. And you say that it don't matter if you're black or white, but what if you are none of the above? Well, don't even talk to me. I'll just pretend I'm deaf. Don't even talk to me. 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 There's only so much you can do when you're 30. So many places to go, so many people to see. There's only so much you can do when you're 30. I try, believe me. So many places to go, so many people to see. So many places to go, so many people to see. So many places to go, so many people to see. So don't you even stop and try to talk to me. Well, don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me.
And a few minutes ago, that was Stars and Take Me to the Riot. And the song you just heard is a personal favorite of mine. That's Randwiches. I love that band name, Randwiches. It's a guy named Randy Ray, and his song was called Don't Even Talk to Me. Interesting track. It's about 3 or 4 years old now. But he won some studio time at a Christmas party at the Rivoli in Toronto, and ended up going in and recording a bunch of songs. I'm just looking at the email he sent me. It was with Juno winner Joe Dunphy at Monumental Sound, and we went in and recorded 4 songs live off the floor onto analog tape. I overdubbed, and some say overproduced, digitally with Andrew Rodriguez, who is a solo artist and plays with Bodega. And then it was mixed and mastered by Ohad Benchetrit, who has worked with Do Make, Say Think, and Broken Social Scene. So a lot of Toronto luminary play are associated with that track. But Randwiches, check them out. They've got a bunch of songs on CBC Radio 3 website, so go and check them out there. And of course, this is a mixtape, no interviews, nothing for you this time. I'm going to play something else new right now. This is brand spanking new, actually. It just came out, and this guy, Sebastien Granger, and his band The Mountains were on the cover of Exclaim magazine in November this year, just when the record came out. If you're not quite sure who he is, you think maybe he's familiar. He was the drummer and vocalist in Death from Above, 1979, and this is his first solo album, and it's freaking awesome. I gotta be honest with you, I really like this record, and I'm gonna play a song for you now. It's not exactly, Christmassy or super friendly, but I like the title anyway. It's called I Hate My Friends. Here we go with Sebastien Granger and The Mountains on our mixtape.
Kid Party. Hope I wake up early for work. Wonder what time
And that, my friends, is the beauty of the mixed tape. You see, I lulled you in a little bit. We had some rockin' stuff with Sebastien Granger. Then we got a little more mellow. We went with Kevin Drew from his Broken Social Scene Presents solo record. And then I kind of went bam, and I hit you with Scarlet Sins, some classic sounding heavy metal from four women who really know how to rock, and they come out of the Toronto area as well. Next, I'm really going to change gears on you guys. We're going from the heavy metal music to kind of old school. I mean, that's such an overused term, but I'm not sure what else to describe it. It kind of takes me back when I was a kid. I remember my parents, my grandparents had like Andrew Sisters albums kicking around, and Jill Barber totally takes me back to that style of music. It's incredible stuff. This album called Chances just came out a few months ago. I mean, the reviews have been amazing, and it's obvious why. I mean, it's 35 minutes of just pure fun, really great stuff. So here, my friends, from Chances, this is Jill Barber and Oh My My.
Oh my my, oh my my, oh my my, oh my my. I went to the doctor, knocked at his door, and he said, girl, what can I do you for? And I said, doctor, for a start, the man I love is done and broke my heart. And he checked my pulse, and fever too, and he said, girl, there's nothing I can do. You are lovesick, and there ain't no cure. I fear the devil's knocking at your door. And he sent me home, and straight to bed, and he gave me pain, and held me rest my head. But it won't do, 'cause all I want, all I need is, darling, you. I said, please, don't let me go. 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 But you wouldn't have it, already that. You took my love, but you couldn't give it back. You let me go. You walked away. You broke my heart in every way. You left me crying. You left me blue. You left me pining over you. And I said, please, don't let me go. 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 And the doctor said, while you dig a grave, this poor heart might be too weak to save. And I said, doctor, I'm not ready to die. I said, doctor, won't you say you'll try? And I said, please, don't let me go. 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 And he said, your heart will never be the same. He said, you may never love again. And I said, doctor, the love I had to start, I gave it to the man who done and broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Oh my my. Oh my my. Oh my my. Oh my my. Oh
Lord, I need redeeming on my soul. For the sins of my father was out of control. He says I'm useless and look what I've done. Redeem myself and save my son. He says I'm nothing and look what I've done. Redeem his life and save my son. Lord, I need redeeming of my soul. For the sins of my father was out of control. Here I am trying to get what I need in this world so full of greed. Here I am denying what feels so right every day and every night. Lord, I need redeeming of my soul. For the sins of my father was out of control. Daddy, where are you? Maybe you were right. Perhaps I'm useless and I just can't see the light. You say I'm nothing and look what I've done. Denied myself and saved my son. Lord, I need redeeming of my soul. For the sins of my father was out of control. My soul. My soul. My soul.
And that was The Straggler. That's actually Kevin Lynn's solo project from 2003 with the track, I'm assuming you're supposed to call it Computer, but I'm going to read it as it is on the CD cover, C.M. Pooter. There you go, Kevin Lynn. Actually, I have a really great interview with Kevin on the other episode of the Ruckus that's appearing this month on rabble.ca, so please check that out. You can hear what he's been up to since he was working with King Cobb Steely and Holy Fuck, and you can hear a track from a new forthcoming album with his new group, Meniscus Curve. Excellent stuff from Kevin Lynn. Before that, I think one of my favorite artists, or favorite new artists I've heard in a long time, that is Sunday Wilde, and she is from Atikokan, I hope I'm saying that properly, Atikokan, Ontario, which is just north and west of Thunder Bay. Great kind of blues, roots, soul, gospel stuff, and just she has an amazing voice, so please check her out. That was Sunday Wilde. And before that, all right, I think I'm on crack. Before that was Jill Barber and Oh My My. Next is another kind of new up-and-coming Canadian woman. This is Valery Gore, who I must admit has probably the coolest name in the history of the universe. I mean, this is her second album that just came out called Avalanche to Wandering Bear. This is a great song, and I'm obviously gushing about all the people I have on the show. It's because I genuinely like all these people and all this music, and this song in particular really kicks ass. It's got a nice kind of jazz pop vibe going on. This is Valery Gore and Shoes of Glass.
never know. I could hold another man and never tell a soul. I could look into your eyes and say the words you long to hear. I could tell you lies. I could run around while I'm leaving you at home. I'll say I'm working late, but I'm not working alone. And every time you call me, I can't make it to the phone. Oh, I could tell you lies. I could fall in love with someone new, but I won't let go of you. I'll just roam a while and then come home and smile and tell you tell you lies, or I could tell you truth, and you could lay the blame. But tell me, what's the use of judging our bad feelings when you'll never find the proof? So I'll just tell you lies. I could fall in love with someone new, but I won't let go of you. I'll just roam a while and then come home and smile and tell you lies.
And that, my friends, was the Rizdales from their 2007 album Radio Country, with a great track called I Could Tell You Lies. And of course, before that, we heard Shoes of Glass from Valery Gore and her brand spanking new album Avalanche to Wandering Bear. One more track for you here today, and then we're out and we're done for 2008, and we're done for the mixtape. Several months ago, when I was asked to start working on this show, I was trying to name it. And I was having a really hard time trying to come up with a name for the show. And a friend of mine suggested the Ruckus. And I was like, not bad. Okay, we'll use that. And I think he had slight ulterior motive, because he actually had a song called Bring the Ruckus, and I quite liked. So I asked him very kindly if I could get him to remix it and just use an instrumental version as a theme music, kind of for the intro and the outro for each episode. He was cool with it, but some people have been asking me, what is that song you use for your theme? So I thought, this time, I'm going to give you guys a little treat. Here is the full, completely unedited, full-on vocalized version of Bring the Ruckus. This is my very good friend, Raoul Santodomingo, and the Raoul Santodomingo Experience. Thanks very much for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bring the Ruckus.